Honor is going all out this 2023. They're pulling all the stops with the newest phone that they are releasing, and you can see it right beside me. It's actually a enhanced version of something that they've put out in the past, but now it has 5G. It's supposed to be more durable. It's called the Honor X9a 5G. A stands for advanced, and the durability portion is mostly driven by the tough exterior, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, I'd like to draw your attention to just how beautiful and how premium this product looks. So here is the phone, and immediately the first thing that you will notice is that curved OLED screen. Just look at how nice and how good it looks. Now, curved screens are nothing new. We've seen them in the past, but it never fails to excite, and it always looks really premium. And part of the reason for that is the very thin bezels, both at the top and at the bottom. Then, if you look at the side, you'll notice that because of the curvature of the edge, it actually looks much thinner. Most phones are about as thick, but because of the taper at the edge and the curves, it actually feels so much thinner in the hand. Now, another thing that makes this phone look so aesthetic is this, the back camera island right here. Just take a look at it. I immediately thought of a ring light, if you ever seen one, and I think it's very clever because when you think of ring light, you immediately associate that with photography or videography, and that is a very cool and very interesting design decision. Quality-wise though, I feel that the images and the videos that are produced by this phone are not as good as I hope they would be. In fact, I would say that camera performance are this phone's biggest weakness. The camera specs look real good on paper. You have a 64 megapixel main sensor, a 2 megapixel macro lens, as well as a 5 megapixel ultra wide sensor. Then for selfies, you get a 16 megapixel front facing camera. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this can be fixed by software, but I feel that most of the images are not as sharp, and they have a slightly yellowish tint, which means that color science and white balance is slightly off or not as natural as I would have hoped for as a content creator. But yeah, just check out the sample shots and see for yourself. Tell us if you agree in the comment section. Right now I'm shooting using the front-facing camera. We're getting ready to check on the Sony WF-1000 XM4. Now this is a demonstration of the multi-camera view. We are shooting with both the rear-facing camera and the front-facing camera. In terms of performance, this is a very good phone. You get 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. It runs on the Snapdragon 695 5G platform, which is a powerful mid-range chip. And the user interface is very, very intuitive and user-friendly. It runs on the Android 12 operating system with MagicUI 6.1, which comes with real cool features such as context menus. There are a few things that I feel could be improved, but software can always be addressed in a OTA patch, and I can't wait to see Android 13 come to this phone. Now, battery life is also very good on this phone. It has a 5100 milliamp hour battery that charges at up to 40 watts using proprietary charging technology. That simply means that you're gonna have to use the charger and the cable that came with this phone, but Nonetheless, I've tried charging this with a USB PD or power delivery standard charger, and it seems that it is able to charge a much higher rate and take advantage of that. Now, I've been using this phone for the past month, and it has lasted at least 2 days, which is very, very impressive. And I think that for the majority of you who are watching this and still have a phone that barely lasts a day, I can confidently say that in most use cases, this phone is going to last you at least a day and a half. As long as you're not playing games on mobile data or 5G the entire day, then I'm sure that you will be more than happy and satisfied with the battery performance on this phone. Now, going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, this phone is so much more durable than all the regular phones out there. Honor themselves have asked tech vloggers and members of the media and influencers like us to perform smash tests and drop tests. It's a very good strategy, and I think it's just right to capitalize on that. And if you're not convinced, there's one video of this phone, the Honor X9a 5G, being run over by a car, and I think that is probably the most impressive durability test so far. And you're probably thinking, yeah, they're all just marketing, they're not really trying to break the phone anyway. And that's true. We're not gonna intentionally try to break it. That's not the intent of these smash tests and drop tests. Nobody said that this phone was indestructible, but I've yet to see a smash test or drop test where this phone has broken. And I think that more than proves that this is so much more durable than your average phone. Have we done this with something else like the iPhone 14, we'd probably be seeing broken screens by now. And that's kind of interesting because as I was doing the drop tests and the smash tests, I actually was more worried about the back. I wanted to protect this very nice looking back and the edges of the phone right here, this chrome or metallic edge. Compared to the screen, I think that the back of the phone is gonna scratch much earlier if you're gonna keep dropping it. So it's just amusing to think about where the situation is reversed and you're more worried about the back. So I actually use this with a jelly case that comes with the packaging, and I'm not really worried at all that I would scratch or end up scratching this very nice screen. So we reach out to our media contacts over at Honor Philippines to get more information about this scratch resistant or drop resistant glass. And so far the response that I've got is that it is a proprietary technology, extra durable glass. There's no fancy name for it like Kunlun glass or Gorilla glass. I think it's a missed opportunity, and perhaps they might consider trying to come up with a nice name for it, because this is how they are pushing the product. And if you look at the official website, it actually emphasizes this reinforced glass technology, and it actually has a bunch of different tests listed on the official product page, such as the marble drop test, roll test, squeeze test, and even the steel ball impact test. So that to me shows just how confident they are in the product, because they put it on the official website. So question now is the price. The phone is going to be coming out on January 19th, and that's the only time when it's going to be revealed. But if you're going to ask me, the sweet spot for this phone would be below 20,000 pesos. There's a chance that it might go higher than that, but there's just a psychological barrier. Once a phone goes beyond 20, you start comparing and looking at other alternatives. But at around 17 to 19K, this phone would be a very, very sweet deal. So do you have any questions about the Honor X9a 5G? What do you think about the design? Now that we have a phone with a very durable curved screen, would that be enough for you to consider getting one? Or are you still more confident, or are you still more comfortable getting a phone with a flat screen? Talk to us in the comment section below. This has been Kuya Den, signing off. Paalam. Ah.